Hi, it's nice to be here again at Treflach Farm and with our fantastic volunteer team.
Yes.
So we have our Thursday Permaculture Club at Treflach Farm. And the idea is just to throw the doors open really and invite anyone, come along, get involved in what we're doing. And wonderful to have you here, Sharon and Janet. This video series that we're doing is we're just doing an episode where we touch on each of the 12 David Holmgren principles. And today we're going to talk about principle 5, which is use and value natural resources and services. And I guess the key idea about that is if we need to begin to value the things that we have already.
Yeah.
And if you like, we've kind of been incentivized or encouraged to always reach for further away and bring in external resources. Where the lesson we get when we study nature is nature's always made out of what's there, out of local and natural resources. And so here's an example. There's farms have been told to buy in fertilizer, and which is made out of natural gas, and which releases a lot of carbon dioxide, and then it's like raw energy being put on the ground. Whereas what we've got here behind us is this beautiful garden, which is powered by animal manure, compost, and biochar.
And humans.
And human work, yes, and the labour of good people. So, and it's that. Actually, there's a bigger idea of what Ian's trying to do. Ian Steele, the farmer here, is trying to do can he run the farm without external? Without too much diesel and too much energy from outside and fertilizer from outside, how far can you go on what you've got already? And it's been a journey for him, step by step, to kind of get sort of these closed loop systems. Can we value all of the sort of materials on the farm and find a way to reuse them? So you've been coming for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And any thoughts? Anything that's been a kind of light bulb things for you? Why you should be coming?
I'm looking at the cardboard boxes that you've used.
Right.
That again is the kind of recycling thing that you were saying, but that's going way back to earlier days when we started doing the gardens and the beds that we used the cardboard boxes that were on the farm. Using the sawdust as well.
Yeah.
For the paths.
Everything that we've used.
Everything we've used here, and of course we've got our compost heap at the back. So we're again, it's that circle, isn't it?
Yes, exactly right. Yeah,
we're keeping that cycle going. Yeah.
And when you were forking the beds this morning, you really remarked that time. What was your observation that you made then? And it was really interesting.
Oh, it's much lighter to dig than it was when we originally marked out the beds and tried to dig them over. It's hugely different now, and so full of worms and light, air.
Yeah, and you just really observed that the soil's just like fluffed up like a souffle or something and it's full of life, full of air, full of worms, as you say.
A lot less sweat beads.
Yeah, right, yeah. And you're here for the hard labour, so...
I'm here for the hard labour, but today we got away lightly, yeah. But the worms as well, they're not just little worms, they're big, fat, juicy worms, so...
I was reading a bit about Charles Darwin the other day, just kind of reminding us of something really interesting. And the final book that he wrote, he was still writing stuff until his 80s or something. The final book he wrote was about earthworms. Yeah. And he said if there's a single species that we need to understand that we rely on to be on the earth, it's got to be the earthworm.
Yeah.
And it's that which is this really powerful symbol of turning muck back into fertility, which is it helps that journey from turning dead stuff back into living stuff. And that's really the key. And I'm talking about like organic farming. What do we mean by that? It means building soil. It means that you're farming to build soil rather than the crops are a byproduct of that, rather than that's your only objective.
Yeah.
Cool. So this garden that we're building it's all organic, it's all natural techniques, but we're using a range of different techniques. And what we want to find out is, can we tell the difference between dig and no dig, and beds that have been treated with certain types of compost preparations and different kinds of compost preparations. We've been using biochar, which is another subject,
but we have noticed this morning, didn't we? We between the digging beds that we've been doing, the biochar was a lot easier and a lot lighter even than the non-biochar for digging.
Yeah.
There was a lot more hard work. It was more compacted, and a lot lighter.
There first.
We should have done, yeah.
Right, well.
Yeah.
But and again, the principle which we think, but is that the reason that difference is because the biochar enables there to be many more soil microbes. So again, we're valuing natural services. Those soil microbes are what's breaking the soil, and obviously that's what the worms are eating. They're eating all of the bacteria and stuff, and in the process conditioning the soil. So there you go. Principle 5: use and value natural resources and services. And thank you very much for your natural resources and services helping with the project.
Fabulous, thank you.